Alright, so I wanted to talk about Grow Home. Grow Home is a lovely little game on Steam, where you play as this adorable little robot, this clunky little guy that looks like he was from Roly Poly Oly named Bud. Bud is a robot who was sent down onto a planet in order to make the star plant grow. The point of this game is to use the star plant to reach the spaceship that you were dropped from at 2,000 meters. The way you make it grow is to use its vines, which Bud can forcibly make grow, in order to hit chunks of earth that have nutrients that make the main plant grow taller. As you do this, you'll be able to reach higher masses of land, which for some reason are just floating out in the middle of nowhere. And that's basically the whole gameplay element. It doesn't change drastically from there as you expand on. There's a bit of side questing which changes the game a little bit. Bud can find these crystals, which the first one you find is just to provide you with your ability to jump. And as you collect more and more, you'll be able to unlock certain abilities. Pretty basic at first. Obviously the first one is to jump. The second one is a better camera. And from there they become just very jetpack orientated upgrades. However, it's kind of unnecessary aside from the first one to get these, considering you can beat the games even without the jump ability. They do add some side questing which makes Bud more flexible and more easy to traverse the world you create. He can also grab one of two upgrades around the world which will help him in mostly descending or traversing spaces without land. A flower which acts as a parachute which will run out over time. And a leaf which functions as a glider. However, if you're using it and crash into something, he'll let go of it and you'll likely fall to your death. However, there's no major consequence to dying, because you can find waypoints as you progress which you can just teleport to even if you're at the bottom. And with those waypoints you also get a second element of side questing, where you can pull things into them in order to scan them for the ship's computer. In terms of the game, this is not for the hardcore player. This is for a very casual player. It's a very simple game, very lazy Sunday kind of game, but it's not necessarily a bad game. Particularly if you do love visuals of a game, this is a nice game to waste time on. Just the style and the lighting and the way you expand the world with the vines just really builds the entire space that you're in, gives it a very nice look when you're not focused on climbing higher. On top of that, it has a day and night cycle, which is unnecessary to pretty much any game, but here it's because of the visuals, it really adds to it, creating this lovely world. So my advice if you do plan to get this game is take it slow, enjoy it, because it's a visual game, it's not something you want to speed run. This game is basically a casual hike, so if you try to rush it, you're not going to get anything out of it. If you just want to waste time because you have nothing to do that day, this is the perfect game for you.